This is what I found in the attic of a house I've just bought. It's an Edison Phonograph, a fireside model from around 1906 or thereabouts, and it comes complete with its cranking handle, bits to hold the horn itself, which is this lovely little red number, and of course cylindrical records to play. Now I know this one isn't working, but let's take the lid off and have a look. So remove the clasps. So first I want to take this cover off to expose the gearing mechanism so that we can have a closer look. So this is a Fireside Model A combination type, and I believe the combination type refers to the fact that it can play both the 4-minute and 2-minute cylinders. If I turn the barrel by hand, you can see the gearing mechanism, and if I push in this thumb wheel to select a different gear ratio, you can see how the mechanism speeds up, and this is the selection between the 2 and the 4-minute cylinders. This is a totally mechanical device, so it uses a spring to operate, and you just put the handle in there, get it to engage with the spring there, and then wind it up. To play a cylinder, you would raise the playback arm so that it rested against this ridge here, and take a cylinder and just slide it on the tapered barrel, and then move the playback arm to the beginning of the record and let it rest on the record itself. First you would fit the horn onto the reproducer here, and then release the brake, and the barrel should start turning and the record should start playing. Along with the phonograph I also got this box, and it contains 28 cylinders, and we've got some lovely examples here. Let's have a look. Abide With Me by Violet Openshaw on a standard 4-minute cylinder, and then from 1912 onwards they issued these blue cylinders which were blue amberol, and they were a lot better quality and they looked better and played better. And this one is Knickerbocker Quartet singing My God to Thee. And I've also got some individually boxed cylinders with some rather lovely information and a picture of Edison there. This one's called The Promise of Life, number 12189. So a quick look at some of the others. Christmas Morn, Christmas Selection, Fantasy on Themes of Leonard and Paganini. There's The Promise of Love, and a Hungarian Dance and Russian Dance. Fixing the horn was a bit of a faff. First of all, you had to get the first piece of bent metal and put it into this hole here. Then another piece of metal with a chain on it to attach like so. There's the chain. Then get the horn and hook that into here, like so. And then finally, with the flexible mount, just push that onto the reproducer like so. Bit of a faff, really. To play the cylinders, you would have a reproducer, which is this bit here, that actually can be removed like so, and it just is like a stylus, and the diaphragm is actually in here, and that's what you use to play back the cylinders. So you put that in there, and it just tightens up like so. At the back of the machine is this gear wheel attached to a lead screw, and that in turn engages with the play arm at the back here, and slowly moves this across the cylinder as it plays. So the tracking is fixed, unlike a conventional flat disc player where the tracking pulls the stylus towards the centre of the record. To access the mechanics, you would literally lift this up here, and a catch on the left here engages so that you can leave it in position and clean up the mechanics. So what I'll do now to get a better look at the mechanics is completely remove the wooden box from the mechanics by just taking these two screws out at the edges here. Okay, so here's the mechanism out on the bench, and here is the drive pulley, and I'm going to take the belt off because it's damaged, and you can see the tensioning arm here and the screw to remove the pulley, which I've loosened already. So let's just take that off. And the belt can just be fed through the rest of the mechanism. If I now gently release the brake, you can see the governor start to spin and the mechanism in operation. So until I get the belt fixed, that's about all I can show you about this Edison phonograph.